Bitcoin ready to make a big move before the halving. Can we expect it to go to the upside, to the downside? What do we think is going to happen here? Will there be more capitulation at stake for us, or are we getting ready to make new all-time highs and maybe break this structure that we have found ourselves in, that to be making lower highs and lower lows? So if that sounds interesting to y'all, please stick around. Like the video, comment, subscribe if y'all are brand new to this channel. We go over Bitcoin chart videos every single day over here, so I hope that y'all join us back on this channel again, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so if y'all are curious on what indicator I'm using the crypto, the market cipher by CryptoFace. Y'all can check out the links in the description box below if y'all are curious on that. So as you can see here, we are kind of putting in somewhat of an ascending structure here. We're looking at our SR, support resistant indicator as well. Those are the blue lines, and those are our pivot high and pivot lows. We can currently see that it looks like the bears did just take control of the market. So I'm putting out an earlier video today, just getting some things done earlier on this morning. So So sorry about the weird time, but we are putting in somewhat of a rising channel here. So usually those like to break to the downside. And I did measure this move out earlier. It looked like it was probably at about 8200 or 6200. Sorry about that. So if we take our 1 point extension from here to here, we can see that our target is probably around the 8200 area or 6200 area. So that is a possibility, but we're just going to dive a little bit further into the charts here to see what might be the best predicament for us. So currently dropping below our 100 EMA on our 15-minute here too as well. Let's take a look at our 30-minute time frame. Also money flow starting to move down into that reddish territory as well too. And we know that once we start to move into that red area, we like to see a little bit of a sell-off as well. So as we move into our 45-minute, we can also see that money flow still kind of wants to maybe trickle down to the downside, even here on our 45-minute too. So if we do get this structure break, I would expect low 6K numbers for sure, more likely. So it might be a good indication for us to possibly get in a position if you are willing to use proper risk management as well too, right? So y'all can trade with us if y'all like. I do have a premium trading group that you can join. And right now I'm giving an April special as of right now. So I give you a list of everything that you get. Also, I need to add down there that I've indicated I also have a new channel that is private for the trading bot and getting trading signals through the bot that I am using as well too. So y'all get quite a few things when y'all sign up for with us through the Patreon page. If y'all are interested in that, like I said, you're getting a 35% off special for the month of April, and that will be your locked-in price from there on out. So I encourage y'all to check it out. Come check it out. Come join us. Come trade with us. We have a really good group, very communicative group. Everyone in there is really friendly too, for the most part. So hopefully y'all join us as well. Let's go into our 1 hour. 1 hour also money flow starting to move to that downside here as well, indicating that more than likely we'll break this structure to the downside and maybe see some lower numbers here in a little while. So definitely a good position possibly to get into. Starting to see some Christmas tree patterns here as well, putting in a nice little head and shoulders here, possibly moving us back to that downside as you can see. So we'll probably have to wait till this money flow maybe comes off back into that red, but we can see where our blue waves are starting to give us a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern that usually likes to break bearish as well too. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that as we move forward. And then if we get, let me turn on our I'll turn off SR, and then let me turn on our buy and sell indicators as well. So we can see on our 2 hour, we haven't quite gotten a sell signal yet. We were getting this squeeze between our EMAs, and it looked like it's wanting to break to the downside here. So with that squeeze there, we can probably tell that there's going to be a lot of pressure for us to maybe move into the lower numbers here, the lower 6K area in the near term future. And then we do know that the halving is coming up pretty soon, so we're going to take a look at these higher time frames and see what might be the overall outcome of when that halving takes place. So Let's go into our 4 hour. 4 hour also kind of giving us some sideways choppy movement here, even on our money flow area as well. So we can see here that we were heavily into the red, started to move back into the green. And then now it looks like we're going to try and probably move sideways for a little bit longer. If we break this bearish structure here to the downside, get ready to maybe scoop up some nice lower numbers of BTC. So that'll be pretty awesome. Our 4 hour time frame didn't quite want to give us that death cross, but it looks like more than likely it'll give us the death cross once this structure breaks, probably more to the downside too as well. 6 hour here, setting up for maybe also another squeeze here. You can see some nice dojis being put in as well, squeezing between our two EMAs that we have as well. And then money flow is also kind of giving us a sideways pattern, a little Christmas tree pattern, as we can see down there on cipher B, putting in somewhat of a bullish divergence here and there, but usually those don't mean exactly too much. We can see that our VWAP is starting to trend to the downside, maybe indicating that we will get another red dot here in a little while too as well, probably once the structure breaks maybe a little bit lower. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. And I would expect that my signal for the bot will probably let us know what direction it wants to take here in the next couple of hours. So we're just going to keep an eye on that inside of my premium trading group, and then probably play off of that this time too. So we haven't been able to catch every move in the sideways action just because it's been really choppy, and I've almost just wanted to consider just kind of waiting on the sideline just for a little bit longer just to see what's going to happen. Our 8 hour also still giving us that bearish indication of money flow, looking like it maybe wants to start to move back into that reddish area for us. So a good indication that we could probably have a little bit more of this structure break to the downside as well. 12 hour still kind of into that green money flow there, not quite wanting to get up above that 13 EMA there, but still wanting to maybe hold it as resistance. So if we do break a little bit lower, it'll even cause more of a resistance for us, but then maybe give us a little bit more of a spring-loaded action to probably get back above that key EMA there for us as well. We can see down here we're putting in a green dot. If we do get this sell-off though, I would imagine that it's a good chance that we might end up getting another red dot. As you can see, the VWAP here starting to clip down just a tad bit. So that might be an indication that if we do get this structure break to the downside here in the next couple of hours, that more than likely this this 12 hour might give us a red dot, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens, how much of a sell-off it actually is, and that will occur. And I am keeping my trading group up to date with what moves I'm making right now, so they know what the next call is and what I'm waiting on. So we're just going to stick with that and then go with there, because we do know that we've been very choppy and sideways here the last couple of days. So I've kind of given the signal, for at least for myself and for the group as well, that it's just too choppy for me to want to anticipate the direction, and that we are going to pretty much just wait on my bot to give us the proper move before we actually take it. So we can estimate on what it might be, but I just want to be sure that we take the right move here and then just go with that. So because even if we get a pump, it looks like even here on our daily, we're wanting to hold between this EMA here, and also we can also see our VWAP starting to clip back to the upside, but our money flow and our blue waves are still trending down. So still some bearish momentum just taking control of the market right now, and we just really have to see exactly how this is going to play out. If y'all don't want to sign up for the premium trading group, I would at least encourage y'all to sign up for the newsletter. I'll probably send out a newsletter later today, so be on the lookout for that. I'll be giving y'all one of my private videos that I've given my Patreon members a while back. So keep an eye out for that if you are signed up for the weekly newsletter or monthly newsletter, however y'all want to look at it. But the second link down in the description box, if y'all want to go ahead and get signed up for that, y'all can keep up to date with me. I do giveaways every once in a while as well. So definitely stay tuned with what's going on in there. If y'all do want to just join the Discord group and chat it up with us inside of there, y'all can chat it up with some of my VIP members as well. Y'all won't have access to the private channel on there, but y'all can at least come in there and be part of the community, part of the takeover family a little bit too as well. But in order to get access to the Discord group, you're going to need to make sure that you acknowledge the community guidelines. So I've been having some people ask me like, what do I need to do here? So whenever you access the Discord group, acknowledge these community guidelines, and you just click the little checkbox down here, and then you'll have access to everything that's right here except the Patreon members only. But y'all can come check out the profit logs that we've been getting. It's me, Schema. He's been doing pretty well. So Mirko has also been helping out with its schema. So yeah, we just have a really good group in there. I encourage y'all to come check it out. So come join the Discord group. Just make sure that you acknowledge those terms and conditions before you enter, and then you'll have access to everything. If y'all do just want to keep up with my announcements that I have going on, feel free to subscribe to also the Telegram channel, and I just like to do little updates on there every once in a while with my Telegram group. And just so that way y'all know what's going on as well, and new posts and new videos that I have coming out with every once in a while too as well. If y'all want to upgrade to a TradingView Pro Plus or Premium plan, use the link down in the description box. If you are using Market Cipher, I would at least encourage you to have the Pro Plus plan. It allows you to have a few more indicators on the screen alongside with Market Cipher, such as the buy and sell signal that I offer in my premium group, and then also the Aldo EMAs, which is another custom indicator that I show y'all how to program inside of the Patreon page as well. So right now, in the way I'm using the bot that I have inside of the Discord channel, and also how I use the bot on my leverage exchanges as well, such as Bybit, is I'm using 3 commas. So right now you can upgrade to the Pro plan, and the way I have it to where it wasn't as much of a cost for me is to just split it with a person, like a friend or something like that, friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, whoever you want to split it with, and have the bot trade on their account as well. Obviously, you want to make sure the bot's profitable, so I did some back testing before I actually signed up for it. You get 3 free days of trading with the 3 commas bot before you actually have to pay for it. So just make sure that you're using it on the test net or something like that before you actually put it on a real account with real BTC inside of it. But I've split the costs with a friend, and I'm actually I put the bot on top of their account as well, so definitely making profit at least a couple times a week when the bot goes off. So that's pretty nice there as well too. If y'all want to get signed up and try 3 commas bot out, y'all can check the link down in the description box. And then also, if y'all just want to buy and hodl, not have to worry about trading this and that, if you are a long-term investor, which I always encourage even my members inside of the group to at least DCA into the markets once a week, once a month, however you want to do it. Coinbase allows you to add funds to your wallet, occurring throughout the week or month. Same with Cash App. They just added that feature that you can have reoccurring payments. So that's pretty neat as well. In my Patreon page, I also give you all my 2 favorite altcoins that I'm in heavy accumulation of. So I would encourage y'all to check that out. And I'm DCAing into those 2 coins at least once a week, because we know the overall structure and predicament of this market, to where once they ban cash, once the death of the dollar happens, then we will start to move into that crypto digital currency era. And we are here to be first in line for it when that does take place. So make sure that you at least are DCing into the markets and that you're storing your crypto off of the exchange on your cold storage wallet with a Ledger. Right now, I think you can get a free Ledger Nano S when you buy a Ledger Nano X. So check out the links in the description box below if y'all are curious in that. Let's go ahead and jump back into the charts. We're on our daily time frame here. We can also see that our money flow is starting to move down into this reddish area. Our blue waves are also starting to move a little bit lower at this zero pivot point. If we get below the zero pivot point with enough momentum, then we'll start to see some more bearish sell-off just a tad bit. So I still stand by my last videos saying that 7.5K was going to be very strong resistance for us. We have this trend line resistance all the way back from that 10.5K area, and then back here at the 9.1K area, and now it's given us that same resistance at 7.5. So from there, we're going to see maybe 7.2 or even 7K. If we consolidate out here, will be very strong resistance for us to break through. So if we do have a little bit more of a sell-off, we could anticipate maybe lower 6Ks before we start to make our way back up to the top side. So that's just something we need to be aware of. We need to be extra cautious about this too as well. Because more than likely that could break at any moment. But for right now, it does look like we are leaning a little bit more down into that bearish momentum. So as I move into our Bitstamp chart here, we can look at some of our higher time frames and see what that might be telling us as well too. So let's go into our 2 hour here as well. I'll turn on our buy signals, our sell and buy signals too as well. So we can see our 2 hour hasn't quite given us any sell signal yet. We are putting in a red dot here, so that is brand new, something I haven't seen yet. So something that probably just got posted today. We can see that red dot indicator might move us back down to this lower side here. We're starting to move into that green money flow, so we can't really be too bearish right now. But also if we break below this EMA support, which is at about 6,800, that we know it will act as resistance for us a little bit later on into the future. So one of our fib channels is at about 6,200 right now, so we could come back down and retest that red fib channel here for us as well, and then maybe make a move up from there. So definitely on the lookout to see what might be support for us if we break below these key EMAs. But as of right now, we don't really have anything that's telling us where support might be except our fib channels. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on our fib channels. And I've already drawn a few retracements out on my previous videos about the 0.16 and the 0.5 indicators of our golden pocket and where might be a good area to possibly see a turnaround from there. As we move into our 5-day, we can also see that we are getting a little bit of rejection underneath one of our key EMAs here as well too, maybe indicating that we will get somewhat of a red dot. We are starting to see a little bit of rejection there. Our VWAP starting to move down, maybe indicating that we will see a red dot here pretty soon. Our money flow looks like it's ready to turn green, but that is more of a that's probably more of a leading indicator for future prices. So I would take that with a grain of salt to say that, hey, we're going to moon from here. If anything, I would say that we'll probably maybe come back down, retest this fib channel, and then possibly make another leg to the upside. So that's just something that we need to take into consideration from here on out. As we move into our 5-day as well, we can start to see a little bit more bearish momentum, strong resistance up above head with our EMAs here too as well. And that's just going to be overall something that we need to be aware of, is that we're having really strong resistance with these death crosses here above our EMAs too as well. We are seeing some green dots being put in, but because these are such higher time frame charts, they may not play out within a couple of hours or a day or so too. You're going to really have to probably wait until we move into the end of April. So maybe by the end of April, we'll start to see some more movement back to the upside in BTC. But overall, I'm still not quite convinced that we are ready to moon just yet. We also know that our hash ribbons is in capitulation as of right now. So until we get a solid signal there, I would say that, hey, we need to expect some high volatility areas right now, and that we could be putting in some topping out patterns as well around that 7K area. So we've been struggling with 7K for the past couple of days. So I have a feeling that it's just going to be more of a struggle as we move on into the end of April. And then maybe by the end of April, we might see a little bit of a turnaround too as well. Still getting some resistance even on our weekly time frames here. If we move into our 2-week, we can also see that we do have our 100 EMA acting as support here around 5,800. So even if we go to that lower 6K area, the only other support there is maybe on our 2-week at about 5,800. So that could be another support area for us that we need to keep an eye on, but would also mean for us to be able to scoop up a lot of really cheap BTC. So as we move into these higher time frames, then we start to see that final support for us as well, saying that, okay, well, if that is support for us, or those key EMAs are support for us, then that's going to be a really good buying opportunity for us. But if we see us break below those key support levels, then who knows where BTC could go, later on in the future, going on into April or the end of April and then May. So just really keeping a keen eye on certain things too. That's why I like to do videos every single day on this channel. But let's go ahead and finish off here. If y'all are interested in checking out the Brave browser allows you to browse the web and also accumulate BAT token on the side. So every time an ad pops up in the bottom right hand corner, as y'all have seen earlier in the video, I clicked an ad down here and then it popped up with the Brave browser webpage. And with that, I basically get paid out a commission and BAT token at the end of the month and going on into next month. So as you can see here, I've been collecting BAT token since I've been using the Brave browser for the past several months, really. But it's been a great browsing experience. It's an ad-free browsing experience. It's not the same ads that Google likes to pop up in front of your face where you don't even know how to click out of them sometimes. So super cool and convenient type of browser. It's made by the same people that made Mozilla Firefox. If y'all are interested in signing up for that, click the link down in the description box below and check that out. And then also CryptoTab browser allows you to mine Bitcoin straight from your web browser. Once you download this app and software, you can basically just leave it running in the background to start mining Bitcoin for you. So it leaves a less more of a hassle process to set up your ANT miners and your ASIC miners, and you can just use the CryptoTab browser to help support the blockchain technology, and then also a way to earn some passive BTC in the background too. So I have it running on 2 different laptops that I don't really use anymore, but they are just there basically to mine my BTC for me. And then also CryptoTab browser has apps on the Apple page and on the Android Google Play page as well too. Y'all can check those out and start mining BTC straight from your phone or tablet as well. Link down in the description box if y'all are interested. And then also follow me on Instagram and Twitter if y'all are interested in that. I would highly encourage y'all to message me if y'all have any questions about signing up for the trading group as well, and what I offer in there. Or if you feel that you are brand new to trading and you're kind of unsure about it, I'll give y'all a few little pointers beforehand too. So that way y'all can make sure that y'all know what y'all are doing before y'all jump into the group. Most of the time we use Bybit on my group. I know there's some people that use Binance, some people that use Kraken. So I like to use Bybit. If y'all are interested, y'all can sign up with the link down in the description box. But what I encourage everyone to do if they are brand new to trading is to sign up and then access the testnet that Bybit allows you to access. So you can come down here, ask chat support how to access the testnet. It's like a 2-step process, and then you can start practicing trading with fake BTC. And then once you feel that you're confident enough and your trades are profitable, then you can actually deposit your Bitcoin onto the exchange. So like I said, the April membership is on sale right now. If y'all are interested in that, to start trading with us, first link down in the description box. And so here we're looking at our 2-week. We're actually going to go into our 21-day chart, see what else might be as support for us. Also, we can see that our 21-day chart will end up closing on the 21st of April, but we can see that we're still trending below one of our key EMAs here, sitting at about 7,800. So that 7,800 is going to be really strong resistance for us as well, going on into the near-term future. We can see that our 100 EMA is sitting at about $4,900. So, let's say that we, break bearish within the next couple of days, and we end up hitting low 6Ks, high 5Ks. So from like 5,800 to 6,200, if we hit some of those areas and we don't get a nice bounce back from there, and we have some sideways consolidation out, I mean, there's a strong possibility that we could see, lower 4,800 areas too. So I don't want everyone to, going into this halving, I think it's going to be a lot different than the other halvings. We haven't had a mass, pandemic happen while during a halving or anything like that either, So I know that a lot of people are talking about this halving. It's going to be very substantial too as well. But at the same time, maybe prices don't go up until way later after the halving. Every 4 years is the halving. So we're going into the third halving of BTC's lifetime right now. There's going to be plenty of more halvings later on in the future, but this halving might not give us that same predicament that we, was back on the other halvings too as well. But, that's the bearish outcome if that does happen. We'll just have to wait and see exactly how the charts play out for the end of April. I would imagine by the end of April, we'll know a clearer direction on Bitcoin. But as of right now, some of our lower time frames are telling us that, hey, we might need to be ready for a little bit more of a sell-off too. So we can just be ready for that, if anything. Let's go into our 3-month time frame here. Our 3-month time frame is giving us support at our 13 EMA at about 6,200 as well. So if we do come back down and retest support on that key EMA, we'll know how May may open up. So once we get on into May, if we do break below this key EMA here, then we could see another big body red candle, wick down below our key EMA there at about 6,200. So I would say 6,200 is going to act as really strong support for us as well. That's why, that's going to be another good indication. And if we start ranging underneath 6,200, I would say that possibly, that 5,800 level would be another key area of support for us too, to maybe start sending us back to the top side from there. But also we have major resistance at 7K, 7.2K. So really just going to have to see what BTC wants to do from here after this, after we maybe have a break to the downside too as well. We can still see on some of our lower time frames, such as our 1 hour, we still were kind of getting that little bit of a bearish momentum there. So I hope that y'all found this video useful. If y'all did and y'all stuck around to the end, go ahead and comment down below, and say halving. Just say BTC halving or something like that. I would really appreciate that. It lets me know that y'all are staying engaged in these videos and that y'all are actually paying attention. So I know that I like to put a lot of different extra stuff in here too, but if y'all are dedicated and y'all are willing to learn with me and y'all are interested in my charts, then y'all will stick around for the whole video. So I hope that sounds interesting to y'all. But if also y'all are interested, I give my Patreon members a daily summary of what I talk about in the videos, and then also more or less a further analysis of where I think BTC is headed within the next couple of days as well. So if y'all can't stick around for the longer videos that I make, I also give the daily summaries to my Discord, to my private Discord channel as well. So with that being said, y'all, thanks for sticking around. This has been Crypto Takeover, giving y'all a BTC analysis every single day. We'll see where the halving leads us to within the next month or so. and go from there. So don't forget to keep DCing into these markets. We know where the outcome is on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the future, and I can't wait to see y'all there with me in the future whenever we have taken our position, and we have been waiting for the moment. So with that being said, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all can be updated every single day, and the CTO is signing out. See y'all next time.